And we are live. Now to set the scene over to the game, and before I do that, I installed a mod that changes the wallpaper, or the loading screens, as well as the main menu screens, so the menu is going to be different than what you may be used to. So we're going to be switching over. There I am, but where's the game? There's the game, and as you can see, the screen's different, as well as the loading screens.
NCR Correctional Facility is now under prisoner control following a successful...
Alright, let's turn that off, and I'll be coming back here later. And some of the screens might be a little suggestive, kind of like this one. I think it's safe since you can't really see anything that's, well, not safe for work. So we're going to be heading to Boulder City. Let's switch to a different weapon since I'm low on ammo for this one. Let us use... Let's repair that first. I guess we'll use the Annabelle for a bit. You know what? Since I'm already here, I'm gonna clear this vault out. Hear a flamer going off. Saw a gecko there. And to those who haven't seen my previous streams of Fallout New Vegas, which I think there's only one involving the mod, I installed a mod that added things to be randomized. Nope, no friends. So, oh, hang on. Simon says, come on. I don't know why he said, oh, hello. I don't know why he said that like Simon Bar Sinister from Underdog. Maybe it's because I've been watching Underdog for a bit. Let's use... Let's use this. I think I already have a super sledge. Got some nails for the nail gun when I get one. What is that? Oh, it's a cloaked one at that. And to those who aren't familiar with the mod, it randomizes everything in the game, including weapons, enemies, NPCs, armors, and so on and so forth. See, like this coyote isn't normally this small. There's certainly a big category. Good thing I got a very big bug zapper. Wasn't there a something else in here? I thought there was something else that was using a stealth boy, but I guess not. And that Brahmin and that Robo Scorpion isn't normally in here. For one example of the randomizer. There's this death shouldn't be here. Double kill. Alright, let's see what else I could use. I only have 2 of these. Let's repair. I have a lot of ammo for the heavy incinerator. Do I have any weapon repair kits? Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, I do. Only 1, but should be... Oh. Alright, scrap that idea for now. Gonna need to find someone to repair it at least a little bit before I could use the repair... Before I could use the weapon repair kit on it. Alright, what other weapon do I have that I have a lot of ammo for? For now, I'll stick to this. Oh, hey there, Bark Scorpion. Before I started the stream, I was thinking of adding a text-to-speech mascot to the stream, so it's not just me that you see. But unfortunately, from what I saw, you need to be associated or partnered with Twitch in order to do that. So, as much as I'd like to try that out, I physically can't. So, for the time being, it's just gonna be me here on the screen. Oh, you're not dead? Let's fix that. Is mini nuke there? Is my skill high enough? Yeah, it is. Now let's see how many of these can be taken out to make this somewhat easier. Nice. Hey, you got the Fido weapon, which I think is the upgrade to the Cyberdog gun that you get in the Old World Blues DLC. Let's see. Just need to find it. And of course I have no ammo for it. Great. Then again, I could just give myself the ammo needed for it. But I'm not gonna do that for now. We've got some lore here. That's all just TLDR, since they're of no use to me. You're certainly not here normally. I made it to the Overseer's office. I need a key. And I think this randomizer also randomizes the music of the game, so for the vault, it sounds like the Dead Money DLC area, where it normally isn't. One experience from that. And I think that's one of the vaults that you go to when you're helping out the Brotherhood of Steel. Yeah, it is. So I don't need to come back here when I get the side mission for that. Is he actually dead? Yeah, he is. Running a bit low on ammo, so let's use this. Oh, hey there, Pack Brahmin. Unlocked a chest, or a ammo box that was empty. Thanks, game. Very cool. Nothing in there. Green gecko egg. That is no use to me. Nothing in there. Well, there was the pre-war book, but I don't have the perk that changes the pre-war books to blank magazines yet. Okay, we've got an enemy on the radar. Oh, there it is. Am I even doing damage to it? It's hard to tell. Let's switch to something else and see. There's a random Night Stalker. What's shooting me? Oh, the iBot is. He also got the password for the terminal in the overseer's office, so let's head back there. Someone have a minigun? Oh, you do. Oh, it's not a minigun, it's a narc welder. Right, let's see what we got in here. a shortcut for myself. And I think I have the mod that makes it so that you run faster based on your agility. But it's been some time since I've played New Vegas, so it's probably one of those Mandela effect sort of things. This will come in handy, I think, for what's coming up here.
Congratulations, Martyr. Your fantastic journey is only just beginning. Please proceed to the light. The light is calming and puts your mind at ease. Go to the light. Welcome. Please sit in the chair. The show is about to begin. Greetings, Martyr, and welcome. If you're here now, it means you've been offered up as a sacrifice so that your vault can continue to thrive. Currently, you may be feeling sad or angry. Perhaps you never got to have grandkids, or to enjoy the pleasures of a fresh cigar. But march with your chin held high, soldier, and remember that each of us has an important role to play. For some people, their role might be to heal the sick. For others, it might mean they will drive a race car or fly a rocket ship. And some of us are meant to forfeit our lives for the good of the people. Sure, it might not be as fun as driving a race car, but it's every bit as important. Let's take a moment to reflect on the moments that made your life worth living. Think about that time you kissed your steady girl for the first time under the bleachers at the big game. Or when you snuck out after curfew to catch that new flick that your parents wouldn't let you see because it was too scary. Boy, were they right. And who could forget when you met the love of your life? What a looker. These are just examples. Do you feel that feeling stirring in your chest as you think of these things? Good. What you are feeling is peace. You've led a great life. Living it has been its own reward. But it is only the beginning. Close your eyes now and imagine what joys await you in the next life. The afterlife. Can you see them? Good.
Go. I think that they were going to be robots. Normally they would be, but not this time. But the Paladin Toaster is still putting in work. Oh, there's a couple of robots in here. Now let's collect the spoils of war. Well, that shouldn't be happening. And with that, this vault is done. And it has a pretty messed up... I'm not sure if you would call it a ritual or event or what, but it's still pretty messed up. Alright, now that this vault is cleared out, it's time to head to Boulder City. And as you just heard, the sound of my energy weapon wasn't the same as it normally is. That's because I installed a mod that changes the sounds of the weapons in the game. Let's bring up my lockpicking skill. And what perk should I have? You normally have to earn this by, I think, one of two meetings. Alright, next stop, Boulder City. This is from another mod that I installed, which makes it more convenient to travel. Oh, it's an NCR mercenary. That is a big crow. Another thing is, having a vehicle that's actually working in Fallout isn't entirely unheard of, since in Fallout 2, there's a working car that you could buy and drive around in, And in Fallout Tactics, you can find them in different missions and drive around in that if you want to, but as I've said in previous streams, we don't talk about Fallout Tactics.
We've got a situation with some great cons right now. The brass at McCarran has ordered me to lock down the ruins until it's been resolved. One of my patrols was on its way back from Novak when it came under fire from the great cons. They radioed for reinforcements, but instead of waiting for us, they chased the cons into the ruins where they were caught in a crossfire. No deaths, but not all the squad got out. The cons have Private Ackerman and Private Gilbert as hostages. Once the great cons have been killed or captured, you're welcome to retrieve any property they've taken from you. Normally I'd turn you down since I have no idea who you are. But considering that the hostages are as good as dead when we attack... Alright. I'm going to give you a chance to talk to the great cons. Their leader is a man named Jessup. If we hear shooting, we'll be coming in. But it'll probably be too late for you. Good luck.
Man, this place is a mess.
Never gone up against great cons before.
This rubble is slippery. Watch your step.
Hope the NCR doesn't send reinforcements from the dam.
Hope the NCR doesn't send reinforcements from the dam.
What the hell? You're that courier Benny wasted back in Good Springs. You're supposed to be dead.
Ain't got better. Little reference to Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
And here I thought us great cons were tough to kill. So, what happens now? Don't have it. Benny stole it right before he stabbed us in the back. He's probably back at the strip by now, laughing at me. What's to negotiate? The NCR backs off, we walk out of here, and nobody gets hurt. And face NCR justice? No thanks. I'd rather not spend the next 10 years doing hard labor. We'd try to bribe our way out, but seeing as how Benny didn't pay us yet, that won't happen. I can't believe I'm doing this. But alright, the hostages can go. The NCR had better keep their end of the deal, though. Here, a souvenir for you. It's Benny's lighter. Shove it up his ass when you catch up with him. Yeah.
Evening.
Enclave power armor. I'll be taking that. Wondered how this NCR soldier got captured, given that she's wearing Enclave Remnant power armor.
I'm glad you're able to get my people freed, but there's a new problem. I just got orders to take out the great cons, hostages or not.
I'm probably gonna lose karma for this one, but...
You cut a deal with the cons? Damn it. Attacking them now doesn't feel right, but orders are orders.
Evening.
Thought I would have lost karma for that one, but it turns out it didn't. Right, so our next destination is the strip. That's one of the DLC areas that I'll be doing later on. Maybe not during this stream, but during a stream. Let's head to the Robco headquarters.
Man, I love my guns.
Gunrunner mercenaries and a Brahmin that's a bloatfly.
It's amazing what passes for a firearm around here. You'd be better off throwing rocks. Demand for gunrunner weapons is high, so don't expect them to stay in stock for very long.
Alright, let's have a look here. Let's see about getting some ammo. This is from another mod, so it's... you buy packs of ammo instead of the ammo individually, like it normally is. I'll be saving the meat for a companion I'll be getting later on. Sell that. What else? There we are. Now, speaking of which, I should head over to Sloan and get that said companion. Where is Sloan? There's Novak. Nipton. Searchlight. Nelson. Sloan, here we go. Right, move it there. Alright, off to Sloan. Should probably quick save, just in case the game crashes, which it has a tendency to do. And it suddenly got dark, which is another thing from the randomizer mod. It also randomizes the weather. Almost realistic if I installed mods that made it darker at night. normally this little mole rat, but as you can see, the randomizer turned it into a rat roach. Do I have a book that temporarily increases my medicine skill? Yeah, I do. So, let's get you fixed up. There we are. Oh, we already fixed the generator.
Watch out!
This also tends to happen for some reason, that the characters would just run off.
You need something? It's nice to see things going the way they're supposed to for a change. I'm going to pay you out of my own pocket for this one. I'd noticed Snuffles limping, but I didn't realize the problem was that serious. Thanks. That beast helps keep spirits up around here. Yep.
Alright, now to head into Quarry Junction, clear it out, and then get the companion that I mentioned earlier. You know, during one of my playthroughs of Fallout New Vegas, I looked up to see if there was a way of having kind of like a mix between TGM and something else, and TDM, which is what I used at the beginning of the stream. It gives me the effects of God mode, but also allowing me to use up ammo. Looks like one of the Death Claws got turned into a lake lurker. And another got turned into a cyber dog that's shooting lasers. Not the cyber dog, it's the regular dog. Sorry about that. Okay, give me 1 second here. Okay. I was just checking something. got another enemy. And it's a giant fire ant. Or is it? Alright, and in here there's a uniquely named Deathclaw egg, as you can see there. So let's pick that up, as well as these ones. And we have a new quest, Viable Deathclaw Egg. And let's save real quick. And now we wait. Let's wait for 1 more hour. Who are you? Oh. It's your turn against a Lakewood. Place your bets. Who will win? I win. Alright, now let's drop the Deathclaw egg. Just need to scroll down to it. And there it is. Floating away. So we now have a Deathclaw companion. Alright. Now let's give it the meat that I've been collecting. Since that's the only thing it can eat, which would make sense since Deathclaws are predators, not omnivores. Let's go to the Repton headquarters now. And I think the Deathclaw hatchling is smaller than normal than it is now, but because of the randomizer it's larger. Oh. You certainly got big in quite a hurry. Didn't expect that, in all honesty. Where did my Deathclaw go to? Oh, there you are. Not sure how I not noticed where you are, considering how big you are, out of nowhere. Seems like it would eat if you fed it, alright? There's supposed to be a dialogue option that you can name it, but for some reason it's not showing. And it's already in alpha. Maybe the randomizer is affecting the option to name your Deathclaw companion. The Deathclaw companion doesn't grow up that fast normally. Maybe it's because of the randomizer is why it grew up so fast. Okay, give me 1 minute again. Oh, sorry about that. Bring up OBS to see if anybody talks in the chat, which they're probably busy with work or something, which doesn't really matter to me since it's a very rare thing that somebody talks in the chat. Give me 1 minute. I know there's a command that allows you to rename something, so let's see what it is. New Vegas, rename character console command. Alright, let's see. Just give me 1 minute here. Reputation, quest. Player manipulation. I remember there's one in here somewhere. Just need to find where that somewhere is. There's something on the Nexus. Oh wait, that's renaming your character. Okay, set name. Alright. Let's get OBS back up. Okay. Set name Spike. There we are. Spike is one of the name options that for some reason it doesn't want to have that dialogue option. You can also name your Deathclaw Mr. Cuddlesworth if you're a fan of Al Chessbreach, the YouTuber who often reviews mods for Fallout New Vegas and Fallout 4, I think he also does. Haven't seen his videos in some time. Alright, next stop, the RepCon headquarters. Just need to get my bike and head that way. I wonder if there's a mod for a rideable motorcycle in Fallout 3 and in Fallout 4. It would be interesting if there was. Where is that Tesla cannon that I just picked up? Ah, here they are.
Welcome to RepCon headquarters, Rocketeer. Come all this way to see our little facility, have you? I'm here to answer any and all questions you may have, within specified parameters. And if you'd like, I can provide a tour of our museum. Excellent, excellent. Please be patient. The tour will begin in just a moment. Ready for the RepCon tour, Rocketeers? Courtesy of the fine folks at Robco, I'll be your guide today on the path of scientific discovery.
Okay. You, didn't need to be that close to me, Spike. Rat scorpions always creeped me out. And it seems it's stuck in the door. what we got in here. Oh, nice. Alright, keep bringing this up. And let's take all these. Read that big book of science. Here it is. When I get to the strip, I'm curious to see what Mr. House got turned into. Normally the tour guide would open this, but since the tour guide is stuck, I'll let myself through. Let's
Yes?
live.
Did you have a question?
Oh,
Goodbye, Rocketeer.
see if that'll. Hey there, police cyberdog. Here we go. You can also get a unique weapon from here. Not through this door, the door at the end of the hall there. Alright, let's see if I can access this. Hey, first try. Nice. And here's the unique weapon that I was talking about, the Q35 matter modulator. Nikola Tesla and you. The reason why I have that much is, well, it's pretty self-explanatory. But I'm gonna be putting those in storage when I get to the penthouse on the strip, because I installed a mod that made the penthouse suite better than it was before, and it also has a sorting thing that you could do.
Unauthorized facial pattern detected. Valid security badge detected. Temporary access granted. Please complete employee registration with security.
Alright. Nice. Another Nikola Tesla U-book. You're one big yaoi. For a second I thought I saw a Nightbot floating around. Not sure why there wasn't any voice lines for that. Reminds me of when I started playing Fallout New Vegas. The game was very much like that. Let's take that and that. May as well take that too.
Third floor access is for executives only. Please identify. Invalid response.
Alright, got what I came for, so let's head out and go to the strip. Oh, nice. At 35% chance I can force the lock.
Fancy meeting you here, friend. Just rolling along on my spurs. Looks like I just might make it to New Vegas after all.
Seems like Victor is still a tiny mole rat.
Yep. Guess it's just down to you and Fancy Pants. I wouldn't worry about him. He looks all hat and no cattle, if you ask me. Yep. This is getting mighty embarrassing. People gonna start to talk. Look me up when you get to New Vegas. I'll buy the first round.
Right. There's the strip. So now let's head there. And while I'm in the area, let's discover some of the locations. was something. You found me? There you are. Another matter modulator. I think the reason why Spike didn't attack them was because, despite being a Deathclaw, his weapon probably isn't the same as it normally is. Since the randomizer also changed the weapons of mutants and as well as Deathclaws. The reason why I'm clipping through everything is because of a button that I have that was added to the mod, which normally it would write it, but since I'm very over-encumbered, I'm doing it like this until I'm not over-encumbered, which is going to be in a little bit. Give me 1 minute here. Alright, sorry about that, I was just checking something. Alright, now let's go to the strip. After taking down wonder how you're not, given that you're literally on fire. Come on, let me loot him. There we go. You can't run from me. Let's discover these little areas, and then keep heading to the strip. I think that guy was wearing power armor. Freeside, and just beyond it is the strip. Hello. Goodbye. And once I get the access to the penthouse and dropped off a lot of the things that I have, I'll call it a stream.
It can be found at Mick and Ralph's. Come to Mick and Ralph's for all your shopping needs.
Fancy outfit you got there.
You look new to Freeside, so here's a little advice, friend. Don't go past the Southgate greeter without talking to it first. Those bots are programmed to vaporize anyone who enters the fenced-in area without authorization from the greeter. The name's Old Ben. I've been living in Freeside since the day I was born. I've done a bit of everything around here. Courier, butcher, crier, escort, gun for hire. Some of which I'm not proud of, but I do my best to help around town when needed. Later.
Watch out!
Oh, rip that guy. Do I have enough? No, I don't. Let's see about selling some things. let's go to Mick and Ralph's. Since there's not really any general shops here, let's see if I can get enough
It can be
to
found at Mick and Ralph's.
get the requirement to pass into the strip. Let's move the custom marker.
How's it go? If you're looking for guns, talk to Mick. Otherwise, I've got a nice selection of general supplies. Take a gander.
And that's the news. Stick around, we've got some great songs coming up for you.
I'll be talking to you in just a second. Shut. Where's the other radio?
Good day.
Where's the radio? Is it in here? I gotta stop it. Where is it? Shut. Oh, really? There's another one somewhere? Not gonna let my stream get muted because of it. Where's the radio?
Hey. Yep.
Oh, there it is. Any more? Alright, you know what? I'm just gonna give myself the caps I need with my trusty cheat terminal. There we are. That's more than enough, but I can always buy things from the gun runners.
Come to Mick and Ralph's for all your shopping needs.
Okay, didn't see that loading screen before, and hopefully that isn't enough to get me banned. There wasn't any nudity, but you never know with Twitch. It was suggestive, but I don't think that gave me the pink slip, for lack of a better word.
Personal space meaning anything to you, guy?
Submit to a credit check, or present your passport before proceeding to the gate. Trespassers will be shot. Thank you, sir. You may proceed.
Howdy, partner. You've come for a piece, haven't you? Welcome to New Vape. Consider me your personal just head. Well, howdy, partner. Good. Come back. Where to, partner? Penthouse floor.
Alright, now for the reveal of what the randomizer did to Mr. House. And he's a pack Brahmin.
This meeting has been a long time coming, hasn't it? You've come a long ways, literally, and I suspect figuratively as well. I have to ask, now that you've reached your destination, what do you make of what you see? Of course you haven't. Vegas always was one of a kind. What you see down on the Strip is just a fraction of the city's former glory, and yet, more than an echo, I preserved its spirit. Or perhaps you were referring to the Lucky 38? The years haven't been kind to her, but still she manages to impress. Oh, don't be coy. You've been playing a high-stakes game ever since Victor dug you out of the ground. Don't be afraid to admit it. The business is this. One of my employees has stolen an item of extraordinary value from me, and I want it recovered. Simple enough. My only concern is the recovery of the platinum chip. What happens to Benny, I leave to your discretion. When you bring the chip to me, I will pay you 4 times the delivery bonus stipulated in your contract. How's that? Well enough. Return to me when you have the platinum chip in your possession. Any final matters for us to discuss? Until then.
So Mr. House is a pack Brahmin, and one of the Securitrons is a Yao Guai, and another Securitron is what Mr. House really is. Alright, now that I've talked to Mr. House, I can now go to the presidential suite.
Congratulations, partner. The boss has instructed me to come you to the High Roller Suite. You can bring your friends too. Be like a little clubhouse for the gang you put together. Just bear in mind, you're the only one gets to see the boss. Any friends you got, they can wait in the suite. Enjoy the digs, partner. They're plenty fancy.
Yeah, and especially with the mod that makes the presidential suite more unique. As you can see here. Alright, so let's have the music turned off. Alright, now to upgrade. I think I installed another mod that made the terminal faster. Oh, I'm out of caps. Let's fix that. Items, miscellaneous, money, and caps. Alright. Now let's put all the compatible weapons that I've been collecting on display. And also lighten my load by a lot. This mod makes it pretty convenient for storing your weapons, and also putting them on display. Alright, Now let's sort the armor, which also takes off the armor that you have on and equipped, too. And with that, I'll call it a stream here, so hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream. If you did, be sure to come follow me if you haven't already, and I'll be sure to make more. And also, come subscribe to my YouTube channel, which I'll put in the chat in just a minute. There we go. And I make videos from Monday to Thursdays over on YouTube, and I stream on Wednesdays as well as on Saturdays and Sundays if I have the chance. So, stay home, stay safe, and until next time, later haters.